Hey, what's up, people? It's Mike from the BM Show. It is that time of week where I'm bringing you the free games and the cheap bundles. There's a lot to go through. We're starting with Epic like we always do. And of course, first one is Monument Valley 2. If you picked up the first one last week, go ahead and pick this one up again. You got more puzzles to solve. Enjoy it. Also, finally, the Battle of Polytopia did actually come out. So that's available now if you've been waiting and waiting to get it. You don't have to wait anymore. You can pick it up now. Go to town, go for it, enjoy it. And it looks like they finally have a video of the game up. So maybe that's why they're waiting as well too. So yeah, it's free. Also, surprise here. Remember last week they had Ghost Runner that they surprised us with? They just threw up Ghost Runner 2. So if you picked up the first one, you don't have the second one, you might as well pick up the second one too, because it costs a whole $0 rather than the $40 that it normally costs. So for next week on Epic Games, there's Project Winter, which is some sort of like adventure game. I'm not too sure on exactly how this game works, but it looks like some sort of a survival. Let's play the video again so you guys can see it. It looks like it's some sort of a winter survival game, but there is action in it. So I'm guessing you're trying to fight, I don't know, zombies or bears, whatever. It'll be free next week, so if you want to pick it up, do so next week. Also, there is Samaros 2, which looks very similar to a game that was free a couple weeks ago. I forget the name of it now, but it's got a distinct style. I believe this is probably going... the video stopped again. There we go. It's going to be a puzzle game for you guys. So after you finish Monument Valley 1 and 2, you can go pick this up. So that's it for Epic Games for this week and what's coming next week. We're going to move to Prime Gaming. And for Prime Gaming, the first one that's free is After Image, which is kind of like a Metroidvania type of game. I've actually picked this up and I put a good portion of time into it, and it's actually not a bad game, especially for free. So if you don't have this, you might as well just throw it into your collection and find out if it's something that you dig or not. Also, for all you old school people, guess what we're doing again? It is Spelljammer Pirates of Realm Space, which now is another one of those DOS D&D games. If you've been picking up the other ones, you could just pick this one up as well too. If you're a big D&D fan, you've probably been just clicking on free games that they're listed as D&D. Here's another one for you. Also, Prime Gaming threw up Tower of Time, which is listed as a strategy role-playing game. So it looked kind of like a slight, almost overhead type of action RPG. I could be wrong. I haven't played it. So if this looks like your style, go to town. It's available on Prime and you pay nothing. Well, of course you have to pay for Amazon Prime, but you pay nothing after that. So, and then the last one is Subterranean Mines of Titan, which is also listed as a role-playing adventure indie. So if you're into like an exploration game, it looks like this might be the way to go. I feel sorry for the puzzle people on Amazon, because it looks like this is probably the closest you're going to get to a puzzle. So hopefully next week will be your week. But there's other games here. If you want to give them a go for it. That's all for free. Now let's talk about the bundles. First one, Humble Bundle, is the Curve Games Care Package, which is $16 for these 12 titles here. So, and I do recognize a few of them. I do want to point out though, as I get to the bottom, it's really not 12 titles, it's 10 titles, because 2 of them are coupons. So keep that in mind when you're going into it. And they do have the story of Ben's life in right here, and you suck at parking. I actually don't know, I've never been in a car with Ben driving, but I imagine that's the case. So if you want to get these games, $16 for 10 titles and 2 coupons, not a bad deal to do so. Also, they have the Funky Physics games, which is $13 for 9 titles, including one I do recognize, which are the Goat Simulators, which I guess got really huge. I've never played any of them, so I have no idea what they're like. But if you're looking for a Goat Simulator, or you're looking for any of these other games, this might not be a bad bundle to get for $13. Finally, Humble has the Capcom Retro Revival Pack. Pay $20 for, and I'm not going to kid you here, these 65 items. If you are a retro, old schooler gamer, if you remember Capcom, if you recognize these like I know you do, this is pretty much, it's just pay, what was it, the $20 for pretty much everything that is within the series that would be retro. So there is a lot here, and I'm just trying to blabber on just so I can get to the bottom of this list so that you can see, and I hope I'm not scrolling too fast so that you can actually make these out, but this is nuts. They are old games, but there we go. 65 titles. If you like old games, you're going to want to pay the 20 bucks. So that's it for Humble. Fanatical, unfortunately, they did have a bundle that ran out of stock before I could do this video, so I apologize for that. Hopefully maybe you saw it and you're able to pick it up. But the first thing I have here, talking about Capcom, build your own Capcom All-Stars. So 2 games for $13. Now, I believe these Capcom arcade stadiums, they may have been in this bundle. Well, they have one of them here. So if you're looking to get that one Capcom Arcade Stadium, you might want to go to the other bundle, which is going to be $20 and get you a whole bunch more titles. If not, if you're seeing other things that you've been waiting on Capcom, then this is a good bundle to do. Especially when you have a couple double packs at the bottom here. Now keep in mind, with this double pack on Resident Evil 4 and 5, it will be the older version of 4. It is not the remake of 4. Whereas it looks like these are the Resident Evil remakes of 2 and 3. So that's just something to keep in mind if you go for this bundle. The next bundle they have is a Build Your Own Killer Bundle. 5 games for $5.50. It used to be 5 for $5, so each game went up about 10 cents. But if you see anything here, good time to pick it up. It's cheap, and it's still the same game that you would pay full price for. So, and as you can see, the cheapest game in here looks like this one here, Christmas Apocalypse, for $7. That's way more than just getting it for 5 games for $5.50. So go for it if you want that deal. Finally, there is a Build Your Own Simulator bundle, which is 2 games for $13. So if you ever want to do something that you couldn't, but you still want to do it, then this might be the way to go. Alien Market Simulator, I already know Matt would love that. But there's quite a bit here to choose from. And price-wise, you're pretty much saving money even if there's just one you want. you might as well just get two. It looks like there's only like two games where you'd actually be losing money if you did that. So that's it for this week. So I hope you found something that you're digging, and I'll talk with you next week about the bundles and the free games. Until then, happy gaming.